Hello folks, Dr. Palermo with another weekly instructional video for MELS 605 candidates. It is week 6 and a little bit about where we've been and where we're going. Enjoying reading your feedback and your thoughts about HERCI, effective leadership versus management, and what makes for successful schools, and collaborative behavior. Several chapters here in Glickman where you're going to be responding to role plays and so applying your knowledge. Appreciate that. You have HERCI Chapter 7 this week and Glickman 10 and 11 to read and to respond to things in Blackboard and in the dialogue post. Some of these dialogues do require more interaction. Again, if you can log on and type in your thoughts of your post by Friday each week and give folks the weekend to respond, that's a great thing. So I'll be reading, I have read some of week 5 and we'll be reading and grading more of those in the next 24 hours. But wanted to get ahead of any potential weather. I'm making this video on Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day. I hope you've been good to yourself and to a significant other this weekend, and President's Day, so I wonder if some of you have off tomorrow. If you do, make sure you've read HERCI Chapter 7, and you can't see a whole lot of these texts, but if you can see that highlighted block, figure 7.1 from Chapter 7 in HERCI, the S1, 2, 3, 4 is the essence of this model of situational leadership. So again, through application of HERCI, as a leader in a school, you should be able to diagnose, inquire, use diagnosis, inquiry, and flexibility to address a variety of different situational leadership situations. And that's the essence of that plan. Again, remembering we're talking about working with adults and supervising them effectively, and we always have to think about their ability to perform a particular task and then their willingness. So the S1, 2, 3, 4 should make some sense as you apply some of that situational leadership. Then think about the connections with Glickman and the coaching continuum. You'll be working back down the continuum to non-directive behaviors this week, but think about the connections between HERCI and Glickman, and whenever you can incorporate those in your writings and responses in the dialogue posts, I sure appreciate it. We're coming up on the SIAP F, but before we get to that, let me say something about the peer review process for the CAP-E. Everyone has now posted their CAP-E, but a few of you are either having difficulty or have not responded to one another. The peer review process, it was something that was introduced last semester. I was not directly involved with it. This is my first experience with the peer review process. Some of you have asked, yes, trying to follow the peer review kit. I will be grading and giving 1, 2, 3, 4 feedback to you on your participation in the peer review process, your responses to others. The biggest deal right now is timeliness, so get her done if you haven't already, and I will be providing feedback this week on those peer reviews for the CAP-E. Well, we're coming up on the SIAP F, and so soon you'll be asked to post that. Again, if you do the first post, you open a thread and post your SIAP F, and then 2 others respond right in that same post with their feedback to you. That would be a great thing. Remember, my philosophy about this anyway is that there are many ways to Mecca, that a rubric is a boundary and must-haves for the proficient level, but there are many ways to be proficient or to be accomplished, in my mind, in creation of these graphical organizers. So make sure that you're following and reading, following the rubric. Make sure that you also acknowledge perhaps more than one way to do these assignments. So good. that should work. And a reminder, this is week 6, but in week 7, a peer observation and feedback is the assignment in the dialogue post. So if you've not already scheduled that peer observation, you observing one of your teammates on the hall, please schedule it right now. In order to post that in a timely fashion next week, you're going to need to get in to do that observation soon. Does it need to be a full 45-minute or hour observation? No. But again, a peer observation of some sort with some direction and response would be a good thing. Thank you. That's all for this week. See you next.